Uh, and you're just there, just laughing. I mean, of course, I was laughing. These can be quite long.
3. Am I the asshole for not giving his ashes to my husband's children?
No. Luncheon, huh?
Can't eat.
You can, but I was denied. I'm not allowed. What? We're gonna be reading some unhinged stories. We got, well, I cooked the food today. Got some pasta. Bro just slid his pasta over there. So I'm a biggie. I'm gonna eat. Oh, yeah, you got your story? Whoa. Whoa. We're gonna be doing unhinged stories. Just search up unhinged. Bro, it's about unhinged stories and went to images.
Well, I can't do it. Oh.
Give us a sec. Okay. You want to go first or me? Do you want to go for... I say daily erection upgrades? Pill form?
Okay, yeah. I can read this. Oh my goodness.
Got to read it. Go.
Okay.
All right.
I don't read the title. Just start reading.
You could read the title for context. For context. Or can you not say it?
Okay, am I the asshole for
okay.
defending my friend's reputation as a fitness coach after someone passed out in her class? My 28-year-old female friend, 26-year-old female, recently became a fitness coach at a new spin studio in town. She was really nervous that no one would show up to her first class. The studio offers a free first class, so we both texted a bunch of people to help fill it out. It worked. We ended up booking the entire class. One of the people who showed up was a 34-year-old male. Let's call him Mike. He's one of her friends and is on a big weight loss journey. He's already lost 50 pounds and still has ways to go.
Congrats on to him, Loki. No, pause, Loki. Pause in the whole story. Congrats. You're fucked.
I really admire how...
No, pause on the story. I said congrats to him for the weight loss. Okay. And you're just there, just laughing. I mean, of course I was laughing, but I'm a big guy. I can laugh.
Halfway through the class, I heard some commotion and someone screamed. I was across the room and couldn't see what was happening. Turns out Mike had fainted and fell, hit his head. He came to pretty quickly, and the ambulance arrived in about 10 to 15 minutes. He kept telling everyone he was fine and that he'd been doing a 24-hour water fast, which is probably why he passed out. Later, he said probably a doctor saw him for less than 2 minutes and just told him to go home and eat something. People started to say
that's a horrible doctor.
Class was so intense that someone passed out. It scared off some people.
What?
Also attracted some hardcore gym folks who wanted to try it. Okay. I got kind of defensive and explained that her class isn't extreme or unsafe. It was just a one-time situation with someone doing an extreme diet. One of our mutual friends thought I was downplaying my friend's skills or saying she doesn't teach a good class. That wasn't what I meant at all. I just didn't want people to be scared off for the wrong reason. So now I'm wondering, am I the asshole for trying to explain what really happened?
Okay, let's debrief. Stop scrolling. So, you're not the asshole. Mike, because he wanted to be on his whole weight loss, he should have stuck to that water fast or put some creatine in his water and worked out. That's his fault. You got anything to say? Oh, of course you got nothing to say. When
you read yours, I comment. When I read mine, you comment.
Okay. Oh, okay. TLDR. Okay. Am I the bad guy? Am my relationship toxic or am I a terrible human? I write this because I don't know if I'm in a toxic relationship or not. I think my perception has been warped. I don't know if I am a terrible, inattentive person or just a guy trying to make this happen in this world. I know this relationship will end soon. I just need to know what the hell happened. So I will try. I'm kind of illiterate, guys. Give me a sec. Albeit from my first biased perspective, I am a PhD student, male 25, and I'm dating a female student, female 22. We moved into an apartment together very early in our relationship. Bad idea. Already right off the rip, bad idea. I can make my comments.
But you don't know yet.
Tell me this now that you're seeing this girl for like...
There's something in my nose.
You're seeing this girl for like 2 months. For 2 months. Stop. Every time I speak, this man just wants to do something. You see this girl for 2 months, and then you already have the thought of moving in together. You don't think that's a problem? You just know the person. You're already starting to move in?
You just know the person?
I mean, it's been 2 months. I mean,
Just got to know the person.
Pretty much the same thing. You already, you know what I meant. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, shake your head, you Q-tip. I'm not the cleanest person on the planet. I would leave a mess in the kitchen and she would have to go at me for it. Your fault. I would apologize and clean up. Okay. But the tellings off would gradually get worse. I did eventually become a lot cleaner, and I was living in fear as I was worried that she might fly off the handle. I also would leave the light on in some rooms because I'm forgetful. This made her angry. It got to a point where she made me pay for an entire month's utility bill. I argued that this was not fair and it was just one light. And this point she bring up the fact that my father's helping me with my tuition fees and that I was pathetic and would cry back to him for more.
Personally, nobody's talking to me.
Oh yeah, 100%. Don't talk to me like that. Now it's with my friends. Look at this. Whatever. Okay. I think at this point I knew I wouldn't be marrying her. She really didn't let me have any alone time. If I was not working, I had to be in her room. And that was scary for me as I just stopped working and turned off in my downtime. It really affected my work. Whenever I went out with my colleagues on a Friday night, I got drunk and came home later than I said I would. My fault, 100%. Understandably, she was upset and I was spending time with my friends and not her, even though the weekends and every other weekday were all for her. Eventually, I stopped going out to make her happy. I tried a TV night with her on a Friday, and for a time, this was good. Every now and then, we would argue. Anyone argues. That was...
It's fine. It's the gap. Oh. You want...
And what about you? Where's the gap?
There's not supposed to be a gap.
Yeah, I don't see one. Your teeth going.
Where's your teeth going?
I don't think the camera picked that up. All right, but continue on. Okay. Every now and then we'll argue, but she was angry about things I did. Whenever things got heated, I would leave her room and try to get some time for myself to cool off. She doesn't work that way. She wants an instant resolution to the fight. I'm not good with the explanations of my actions or how I feel. I much prefer time to think, but my silence as I tried to figure out what I need to say only made her angrier. Now I will say that I'm tied to my work in an unhealthy way. So I admit I didn't hang out with my girlfriend as much as I should have. You live together. What do you mean hang out? You don't even need to hang out. You're munching, huh?
Can't eat.
You can, but...
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
You look crazy. Well,
Going back onto this story, my bad, totally my fault, and I do regret it. But I did make myself available for my activity she wanted. But as a PhD student, you are your work. I fully intended to make more time for her once my studies were over. Can you stop doing that? I knew what I was doing wrong and what I needed to become more attentive. Eventually, our lease was up and we moved to different cities while studying. And I felt happy and free. We decided to give long distance a go. I have to answer phone calls during my working hours.
okay.
What do you mean okay?
That's bullshit.
That depends on your work and your working hours. But when she did move back to the city, this is when COVID hit. Oh, so this was like 2019, 2018?
Keep talking.
Don't make that weird. But when she did come back to the city I was in, that was when COVID hit, and at the time I was writing a thesis, but she wanted to hang out all the time and sleep over. But this affected my writing, and she didn't seem to care. And again, I withdrew into myself and neglected her. Eventually, I had to move back to my folks' place. I would finish my thesis at home. I then moved. Yes, it was emotional for the both of us as we are moving apart again. As part of a long-distance relationship, she expected at least 3 phone conversations a day. And these can be quite long.
3?
3's.
Break up with her, bro. But that's real, though.
Then what about you? Love of your life. She wants 3 calls if you guys are... Because you...
I need to work.
Basketball, huh?
I need to work.
You got game night and then you got the whole day. You can't call her?
Well, I have to prepare for game.
I didn't say anything. Okay. 3 phone call conversations a day. It was quite long. I often run out of things to say. I mean, what do you say to someone you talk to for hours every day? I try to talk and what I'm doing every day, but what apparently isn't really talking to someone. Every time I tried to go to the toilet or go for food during a conversation, I was denied. I'm not allowed. What?
It's too far.
That is...
The pooping thing is too far.
Let me take a shit, bro.
But she wants to call during then.
Nah, I'm gonna end the call at that point. You can blast my phone all you want. I'm gonna take my poop. I haven't even touched my food, bro. This is a long story. Okay. Can you please stop it? Thank you very much. I don't know what you're doing for the camera, but thank you very much.
I'm hitting my thing.
Hitting your
So all you gotta do is keep reading. That's all you have to keep doing.
Yeah, bro's already finished his food. Fat ass over here. I was denied and I was not allowed. When my parents called me down for food, she made it seem like I don't want to speak to her. I can't watch a film with my family at night because she will call and expect me to answer. If I don't, she'll get angry. And if I don't answer the phone, she gets angry. I do not have the same expectation. She constantly asks when I'm coming home, when I'm coming back. I can't say due to the virus. I'm living with my folk who were vulnerable. My answers are always met with derision. I've never heard that word. Derision?
Maybe you're reading it wrong.
Oh, swear to. Look at that. What did I say? Exactly. Okay.
Derision.
Oh, okay. It makes me feel small every time. I'm trying very hard to get a job, but she always says I'm not trying hard enough and it hurts. Every time the phone rings and I see that it's her, I feel afraid. I feel please no more argument. I eventually was offered a position at a small firm, but again, she wasn't pleased by this. I was happy with the position. She argued that I taken the easy way out and was not going enough for a bigger company. I disagree. What is she doing in this situation? She's leeching off my guy. She's leeching
You're living
off
your life around her.
Yeah.
That's what you need to stop doing.
Yeah, bro. She's
controlling your life.
Yes, she's definitely controlling his life. I was very happy with the position. In the end, I really didn't care about how she felt about this. Or he didn't even say this. It just is about his. It seems like he didn't get a PhD in grammar. Okay. I'm the master of my own destiny, and I am... Oh, yeah, you do you, bud.
The master of my own destiny.
I mean, hey, you get out of that abusive relationship, but you writing down in a Reddit...
She's abusive?
Yeah.
She beats him.
No, but she's like argument
And that's
wise.
not abusive.
Yes, it is. Verbal abuse.
That's like saying you're stuck to an online relationship. Turn the thing off.
Bro, so many people want to have that, but it could work out in the end. I'm the master of my own destiny, and I seem to have found my spine. You do you, bud. You do you. Before we cast any judgments, I would like to say in her defense that she was carrying it attentive. Bro, who's up? You're bottom. You're trying to defend her. Why are you trying to defend her? Why are you defending her? Doesn't seem like you got a spine. Seems like you got a ligament attachment. Bro's trying to be all tall.
Real life, this man's 5'5". You wouldn't even believe it. I'm 6'2".
Hanging out with all the time when she's happy.
Make sure you cut that out.
Happy. She's happy. Her company is more than enjoyable. I just need to know if I'm useless, unambitious, narcissistic, and that the actions of my partner are proportional to my own failures. Am I overreacting? Have I lost perspective? I feel somewhat lost. Please, leave the toilet seat up is not a crime. Okay.
What does that even mean?
I don't know why you had to add that
The
PS,
roller
but that
coaster.
sucked. That was a whole roller coaster that was way too much, and I'm gonna be chowing down my food. You could talk. I said talk! Talk about what happened. You think that he's an unintended, detached, spine-retaining person?
I think he's a bottom.
Okay.
Okay, so let me find one. Oh yeah, this is good. Alright.
What is it? What's the title?
It says, am I the asshole?
It's not that bad. It's not my.
Am I the asshole for not giving his ashes to my husband's children?
No.
Now you're cooking.
No. Read that title again. If I'm what?
Am I the asshole for not giving his ashes to my husband's children?
It's my husband's children.
But who's
Oh, so you're the grandma at this point. Like, am I the asshole for not giving my husband's something children? Yeah, we'll see. But that's crazy. You better have a very compelling argument. And mind you, are you a grandma on Reddit? First off, no, I can't say first off. It's just the title. Continue. We have to get context clues here.
My husband had been sick for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I was his carer and was not able to work from home to be there when he needed me. When we went to a hospital, I was his advocate. His children were...
Okay.
His children,
Wait. His children. That means you're like a stepmom?
Probably.
Yeah.
His children would call or stop by just to ask for money.
You are the asshole. Hold up. You're a stepmom. You are the asshole. You are the asshole. They're probably grown kids. Yeah, you're the asshole for that. Yeah, continue. Sorry.
Children would call or stop by just to ask for money. I even gave up work's bonus to give it all to his daughter.
Never mind. Hold up.
We took £1,000 out of our limited savings to help the other.
I take it back.
With the understanding,
I take it back.
She would pay it back.
Oh.
We did not expect massive
up.
payments.
Okay.
Just like £20 a month. My husband finally realized what they were doing and stopped giving them money. This is about 2 years before he passed. The girl stopped calling or coming by at all once.
Ooh.
Oh, at all once? What did I even... At all once, the bank dried up. I could see how badly it affected him. At times, he would just stare off into space and say he missed them. Both girls had changed their phone numbers and had moved from their homes, so he had no way to get in touch. Our numbers were the same. The landline was about 10 years old, and the mobiles about 8 years. So they could have called any time or stopped by, as we had been at the address for 14 years. My passed at the end of December.
You probably passed at the end of December.
Okay. It was really unexpected as he was doing okay. I was absolutely hysterical about his death. And then I found out the coroner may wish to do an autopsy as it was unexpected. Eyes hurt.
How can your eyes hurt, bro?
Okay, shush. Okay. It took me a week to even think of notifying his daughters. I realized I should have tried to reach out earlier, but I was not doing well with the loss. I remember one of the daughters having a Facebook account, so I looked through and found her. I sent her a message, please call urgent. I got a call almost immediately and told her what had happened. About 20 minutes later, there was a frantic knocking on the door. The younger of his girls was out there spitting fire. Spitting fire, what does that mean?
Spitting fire? Like smack talking her?
It took a week to tell them. She asked when the funeral was going to be held, and I told her we didn't know. But we would be telling them the minute we found out. She accused me of lying about it and that I wouldn't let them know when their own father's funeral would be. What? The real father's funeral would be.
Why's my head look like that?
A few days later, I started getting text messages with, I want this item or that one. It was becoming ridiculous. I rounded up everything that had been theirs and gave it to them. It was funny. After 2 years of silence, suddenly they wanted rings of his. I was finally able to arrange his funeral
Oh my.
and a few days later, his ashes were delivered to me. The final text I got from them was, "Can we have some of his ashes for remembrance jewelry?"
No, some of his ashes?
For remembrance jewelry.
No.
I said, no. I told them my husband had never even wanted me to notify them he had died. I wasn't going to give them any of his ashes. Am I an asshole for not giving some of his ashes?
You are not the asshole. At first, I was going through a whole roller coaster. At first, I just had to zip my lip and just keep it shut. But okay, you want to say?
But when it said remembers Julie, you knew that was a red flag. So
100%. Why would you want to turn your dead parent into a jewelry? If he's ashes, put them on the urn, put them on the freaking table, pedestal, something, remembrance, his pictures. Remember him by that. Of course, 100%. Don't pray to it. Remember it. You know, praying to it time. But yeah, the daughters are kind of insane. Can I have this? What would happen? What if your wife passed away, and then your daughters are saying, "Oh, let me get some of the ashes of mama." Gotta make something out of it.
And they left before the whole dying thing.
Exactly.
Just
Word for
like
word.
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
no. It's not.
Yeah, 100% no. You're not.
Because they already left. They don't really care that much.
They don't.
But once the mother's dead, they're going to come back? No. Absolutely not.
Okay, we'll go with.
This from your plate. Ew.
Bro, what?
I thought that was mine.
How, bro? Mind you, our
I
plates.
didn't realize this was
Our plates are
here.
completely different. His plate is something like this. My plate is something like this. And he's saying, my plate.
Why did they glide through the air like that?
Put it down. Fucking weirdo.
What?
They're only interested in making it right because it's hurricane season. Super easy time for constructing. What would you do? Okay.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Am I the asshole?
I don't like this guy doesn't like
telling my
reading.
friend I don't want to end up like her after she told me to lower my standards. I, 22-year-old female, met Rachel, 23-year-old female, 3 years ago in university, and we became friends.
Okay.
For context, I have never dated before, and I'm okay with that. I don't purposefully seek out relationship,
As you
and
should.
I am comfortable being by myself. I have a few close friends, and this is enough for me. In contrast, Rachel has had a lot of boyfriends and doesn't like to be single, her words. She met her husband Max 2 years ago in one of the uni classes, and they quickly began dating.
100%.
He
100%.
isn't the most pleasant guy to be around, and they had quite a few big arguments during the relationship. He even tried to flirt with me, and I told Rachel about it, but she dismissed it and said he was probably just trying to butter her up, so I help him with homework. He was told some sexist jokes in the past too. Whenever they fought, I always told Rachel she deserves better and to break up with him. But in the end, they always made up. He proposed to her after 1 year. They got married 4 months ago.
Sorry.
However-
sorry to pause. This is giving a friend story that a friend told me about. Oh, I'm not gonna put her on blast because I'm not gonna throw it all on the internet. But crazy.
Are you done?
Can I not have a moment?
I'm trying to
It's
read
my
this.
channel too. It's not even yours.
So it's ours?
Who's ours? Who's ours?
However, after they moved in together in the flat that Rachel's parents paid the rent for, Max became even worse. He never helped out with cleaning or cooking. Doesn't really take Rachel out on dates anymore. And whenever she tries to talk to him about it, Max tells her, "Stop complaining about wife's duties."
A wife's duties to plan the dates? That makes no freaking sense.
So a few days ago, Rachel asked if I would like to go on a date.
No, hold on. Sideram. Are you a big 50-50 person? Like, would you go 50-50 on a date with someone? No?
Well, date. That's crazy. Well, yeah, I guess date.
How's that crazy?
If it's my wife, then no.
No, not your wife. You're getting to know them. But you go on dates to get to know each other. Would you go 50-50 with that person?
90-10.
They will. What's 90-10?
I pay 10.
Mind you, future NBA player here. Let's go 90-10. Let's go 90-10.
I will go 90-10. 95-5. So Rachel asked if I would like to go on a date with one of her friends from high school who is single and is looking for a relationship. Okay. I've never been on a date before, so I agreed out. Okay. I agreed out of curiosity. Okay. We went to a nice restaurant. The guy never asked me a single question about myself. And after I got tired of coming up with questions about him, we just sat the rest of the meal in awkward silence. We split the bill, and after he walked me to the subway station, he tried to kiss me. I declined as politely as I could, and we went home.
Low-key understandable. You had to make conversation? That's sad. That's sad.
The next day, I met up with Rachel.
Oh, why don't you show your face? Why don't you show your reactions to the camera, bro? Bro's scared. Look at bro scared.
Within given time.
Within given time, sure.
Yes. The next day, I met up with Rachel. Apparently, she's already heard about how the date went from her friend. She asked me why I rejected him. I told her the reasons I mentioned before, and that I didn't really like the guy. Then she rolled her eyes and said that I need to lower my standards because I'm honestly not that attractive.
No. Pause right there. That is so rude. And that is so rude. And for her to say that, I feel sassy out of nowhere. Whoa. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. But yeah. Respectfully, exactly. That's God striking you at that point. Respectfully, I don't think she has the right to say that. If she wants to keep her high standards, she can. And if you want to go for someone,
can I finish?
If you want to go for someone that's subpar, do so. Have fun. Continue.
She said that I need to lower my standards because I'm honestly not that attractive. That I blew maybe my only chance to date. And if I continue like that, I'll end up forever alone. Even though she knows I'm fine without a relationship. Also, I'm not insecure about my appearance, but hearing my friends say that about me hurt. I got angry and said, better to be forever alone than end up like you, with a husband that doesn't respect me. She started crying and I said that I'm...
No. For her to say that and then for her to respond with that, W response. But for her to respond that and then her to break out in crying, yeah, you were just leeching off that, huh? You were just leeching off the last bit of confidence you had.
She started crying and said that I'm being rude when she's just trying to look out for me, and then left. We haven't texted or spoken since. Honestly, I'm not sure if I want to salvage this relationship after finding out this is how Rachel felt about me all this time. However, I feel guilty for saying this to her when I knew it was a sore spot, and also for kind of blaming her for the fact that her husband is awful. So, am I the asshole in this situation?
Not really. I wouldn't really say you're the asshole in this situation, but I mean, who knows? People take relationships differently, and people take situations differently, you know? All I can say is, what can I tell you, gang? It's over. That relationship's over. All right, we'll go with one more story. What story do you want it to be about? Like a love story, crazy story? You want to be forever single? Yeah? You want to be forever single?
That's crazy. I'm clipping that.
You're clipping that. I'm clipping that. Exactly. Yeah.
Don't clip that.
100% I am. 100% I am. 1,000% I am.
Do I get to pick, Jabek?
Yeah, you get to. Yeah, your troll self. Oh my goodness. So like, what do you want? Like,
not my musty breath.
Well, your breath smell like graham crackers. No, it smell like tin cans. Bounce that ass.
Their kid was really evil. He would do all sorts of nasty things, poop and throw it all over the house, destroy things around the house, and a lot of other disgusting stuff. But no matter how many doctors or therapists the parents saw, nothing changed. They soon had a daughter, and one day they caught the kid trying to harm their infant sister. The mom, who was a boxer, finally lost it and started to punch the kid so hard that he was almost dead. Then left out first aid and food, everything, and went to the basement and hid there. For a while, they could hear the kid crying and screaming and everything upstairs, but then one day it stopped and they went upstairs and the kid had left. And they never saw him again for like 50 years.
What? The kid got boxed. Because of what? He was hurting the little sister.
Yeah, her and the little sister.
And then he went in the basement. They took him to the basement.
No, they didn't take him to the basement.
He just went there.
No, the whole family ran to the basement.
Because they heard him.
No, yeah, because they heard him and they didn't want to give him like medical attention or anything. And after then, they heard him crying upstairs, and after then the crying stopped. They went upstairs and he left out through the doors. He was gone for 50 years. Not window, through the doors. He opened the door and left.
Never came back.
Yeah, all right. But that's it for this crazy.
808. Oh.
Yeah, I'll use that. Do it again. No? All right. We're out. 808 out.
これが